It is a brand new live for you today. Out of my mic. Today is day number 5 of our sourdough bake-a-thon. I'm super excited because we're almost done. But anyways, okay, so yesterday we had viewer's choice, which was supposed to be a banana bread, but it turned out to be a banana pudding. Okay, let's not talk about that. Today we are going to try to make breakfast cereal. So think cornflakes slash for frosted flakes. And I'm only saying frosted flakes because I'm adding a little bit of sweetener to it because that's what I want. Um, so this is my first time making it. I've thought about doing it. So now I said I'm going to do it. Okay. So if you are new to me, new to my channel, this is a series that I do every month, 7 days out of a month. We try to make whatever we can with the sourdough discard, using discard only. No baking soda, no baking powder, no yeast. Okay, baking soda might, but no baking powder, no yeast. Absolutely none. Okay. Now, because I've been having such a rough sourdough week, okay, I am very concerned, but I know it's going to work. So we're going to start things off by measuring out the ingredients. And I hope I get it right. Okay, I really do. I like to weigh my ingredients instead of using cups. It just works better for me. If you like cups, I will try my best at some point to include the cup measurements. Well, ratios, I should say. What's on the outside. Okay, so we're going to start. This is my starter. This is Frederica. Okay, she's the child of the bunch. This is her. She's a little bit active, which is okay. Not complaining. If you have unfed discard, which this has not been fed, so it's unfed, but she is active. That's best, which is fine. But we're gonna use what we have, and it is what it is. Doesn't matter what's happening. We're gonna just figure it out. So I'm gonna use about 150 grams of discard. I'm just making sure you can see. It's 150 grams of discard. And that's about 130. So this is about 155. We're just going to use that. That is fine. Hello. Hi, Sergio. How you doing? But don't go over like by too much, okay? Because I don't know what's going to happen if you do. I promise you I don't. Because when I go over anything with discard, it's all gummy and it's not cute, doesn't taste right, doesn't feel the same. Like, so it's a bunch of different things, right? So just don't go over it. So we're going to add oil, a neutral oil, no olive oil. Make it a neutral oil, okay? So I'm using avocado oil because that's the oil I have on hand. And we're going to add about 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon should give you about 10 grams. Yes, that's about right. So 1 tablespoon will give you 10 grams. Not should, but it will give you 10 grams. So you're going to add the oil. And this part is optional. You can add honey or maple syrup. Sorry, my brain is blank, okay? This is my first time making this, but you can add honey or maple syrup. Now, this is going to actually help with the browning and it's going to give you flavor. Now, the only thing I'm worried about, because my oven is very finicky, it has a hot spot, it will definitely burn a lot quicker. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about because I don't want burnt cereal. I want it to be like a golden color, you know? Okay, so it's going to be 10 grams, which is one tablespoon. right? As you can see, it's 1 tablespoon, so it's gonna equal out to 10 grams. You can also add vanilla. I'm just gonna grab it here. I forgot to grab it. So the vanilla just adds flavor if that's what you want. I can say you can play around with the different flavors that we have, vanilla, almond, coconut, anything like that. You can play around with it because that's the whole point of experimenting. So we're going to add just a teensy bit. So like half teaspoon, I like to do a full tablespoon, but I am not sure if that's going to actually affect the consistency. So we're just going to actually follow the recipe. Because I do not like following a recipe, child. Okay, so this is just vanilla I made. This is homemade vanilla. For salt, you just need a little pinch just to give you some flavor. 2 pinches is fine. But there is a tanginess with the sourdough, and the salt kind of brings it out. So I'm excited for this because if this comes out, I'm going to make a whole bunch and keep it. I'm trying to figure out if I can dehydrate it. But who knows? Okay, and for cinnamon, this is just added flavor, just a little bit, a pinch as well. Nothing major. Just for flavor. It might actually give it some color as well, but just for flavor, and that's it. So that's pretty much it for the ingredients, okay? This better work. So we're just gonna mix everything in until nice and smooth, fully incorporated. It smells good because that sourdough is nice and yeasty, and then you have the vanilla, the cinnamon, and the honey. Now, if I had maple syrup, I would add maple syrup into this because y'all know I love me some maple syrup, okay? I will be using maple syrup every chance I get. But in this instance, I have honey. So you want it to be pourable / spreadable. In my mind, this is how it works. Again, I've never made this. It's just something I thought of making, and I put it to a vote, and people said yes. And don't forget to vote for what we make tomorrow, because we're back here again tomorrow for day number 6 for our sourdough bake-a-thon. Okay, I'm just making sure every single thing, because I just saw a honey pocket, is incorporated. Now, I think over mixing will develop the gluten because, yes, sourdough discard is definitely flour. But I don't know if that's such a bad thing, right? Reason being, I kind of want a crunch. I'm going to preheat my oven at 325. This is a gauge, so I have just the numbers. I don't have something that tells me what the temperature actually is. So I'm right now between 300 and 350. So we're going to preheat the oven and hope for the best. We are going to hope for the best because this week has been tough sourdough-wise. This has been my very first challenging week because things that I know I'm forgetting, I'm just going off the cuff. Like, it's like, wait, what? Figure it out, girl. But that's the whole point of this series, is just trying to make things, create different things using the sourdough. Because honestly, who wants to make sourdough discard crackers all the time? I don't. So I'm trying to figure out all the different ways I can make something. I need to get this stuck on. So if you are new to me, I have a lot of different sourdough lives on the channel with everything that we've tried to make. Some were successful, some had potential, and others we just don't talk about, okay? We don't mention that. We do not. It lives on the page, but we will not mention it, okay? Just not going to happen. So as my oven is preheating, I am now going to try to spread this. I have this baking sheet. I have two parchments on it because the parchments aren't wide enough for it. Maybe I should have turned it this way, but it doesn't matter. Either way, this is what we have. So as you can see, it's nice and bubbly. Is it supposed to be nice and bubbly? I don't know. It's just nice and bubbly. So, moment of truth. We're going to add it to the baking sheet. And this is where we're going to spread it. We're going to try to spread it evenly, but it needs to be as thin as possible because the goal for me is to actually have cornflakes type cereal. But this is going to be a little bit on the sweet side. So let's just call it sourdough frosted sweet flakes because it might not be frosted. Okay. So we're gonna try to spread. Just use an offset spatula. If you don't have that, use the back of a big pot spoon, metal preferably, because it's just smoother. But if you don't have metal, you can use whatever you have as long as you're able to spread it. Even a knife, honestly, but you need something that's gonna go flat. I'm telling you this, and I'm hoping this works. Because again, this is my first time making this. I had an idea in my head and I said, I wonder if they want to see this. Because whether you guys voted for it or not, I would have still found some way to make this. You know, maybe I'll just do this for now. But you want it thin, so think like a lace. You know when they make lace cookies, you really just want it thin because you don't want to have, and I'm saying this because I know the vision I'm going for. You don't want to have a cereal where some are just super lumpy and the others are just like, wait, what? Why you dry? In my mind. Right? So I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to hope for the best. And because this is already here, all that what I did in the beginning made no sense now that we're in it. So I'm just making sure I can spread here, and then if I need to add the parchment here, because I think I do, we will. So I just want to get it nice and smooth. Sure, the parchment has some creases, my bad, but it is what it is. If you have a Silpat or a silicone baking pad mat, that could work too. I have one, but it's not big enough. Or if you don't have a big pan like this, you can easily break it into two small pans. Hey, Mr. Perfection. Good morning. Right? You just gotta work with what you got. So am I gonna come out with crinkly cornflakes? Probably. Am I gonna be mad? No. As long as it comes out. As long as it comes out, okay? So we're gonna spread this way because it's still a lot, right? Some might brown faster than others. I'm just trying to give it the best possible chance of being successful. Now, are these gonna actually look like cereal? No. But you'll get the general idea. Flakes. Because once it's baked, I gotta crumple it. Not crumple it, but I say crumple. I'm so rough. You gotta break it into shards. Small shards. Can you not? Thank you. And yes, I do talk to my equipment as if they can hear me because I feel like they can. Just being rude out here. So, anyways, we're just gonna try to spread. And this is taking me some time because I want it to be as thin as possible. I'm not even worried about the side. I'm just more concerned about this section right here. And it is kind of drying because of the air. So, move a little quickly. Don't be as slow as me because I'm very visual and technical. So it takes me a while for some things, especially if I'm going for a look, right? But it's not like it's drying out. There's just a little skin forming, but that's okay. I'm super excited. Don't forget to vote for what we're making tomorrow because we have 2 more days, 2 more glorious days of sourdough, child. I don't think you understand. This week, this series, July. Oh, baby. July's for the birds. July said, I came and you're not going to be successful with everything, but you can try. But it's a learning thing for me, which is why I'm not ashamed. I might be disappointed, but I'm not ashamed when something actually doesn't come out. And I still show you. I mean, I didn't show you the picture from yesterday because I was just so exhausted, but I will show you. I'm not ashamed when something doesn't work because it's live, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So, this is looking nice. And it should bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. That still seems really thick. I'm probably got my small palette knife to get into the creases. So again, just use what you have. Should I have had this equipment out already? Yeah. And I just broke a nail. Oh, there goes my nail. Ow. You can even use like a bowl or bench scraper. This is probably even better too. Because you just see, I'm making my work hard. But you just have to be careful because of the parchment. It might really wrinkle up, which is fine, but we're gonna test the theory here, right? But it does help. See, like it pushes it, but it helps to get it thin. This is what some cake makers use when they're making sheet cakes. They use this to level it. In case you were wondering. Some of them do, not all of them do it. But it helps. It helps to get things even all across the board. No real issues. Yeah, this is looking good. It is forming a skin now. So we should be good. Okay, I'm done playing with this. I'm going to put it in the oven. It says even as I can get it. So with that being said, say a prayer for the cornflake. Okay? Say a good prayer. So we're going to pop this in. I do have a hot spot in my oven. So maybe after 10 minutes, I will rotate. But it should be about 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to start the timer at 20 minutes. And then we will see what we can do. Now, I'm still a little concerned about my discard because we do have one. We have two in the fridge, but we do have one where it is just not active. And I'm not used to that for my discard. I spoke about it a lot yesterday because it really bothered me. So I'm going to check on it today to see if it's doing anything. Because normally it will do something in the fridge. It will move. It will be active. Like this little girl. This is Frederica. As you can see, all the bubbles that you see here, she's growing. She's busting up. She's acting up, which is what we want, right? Super active, super bubbly. If you can see. And the other one just isn't doing that. So that's why I decided to give him a break and use this little one. But I really think it's because of my last refresh. I don't think it liked the discard that went in here. Because I feel like it kind of killed it. Like it's not dead. It's just not as active as it normally is. Okay, I see signs of life. Okay, proof of life. Now, I'm not sure if you know what to look for. I know what I'm looking for when I'm talking about it being active. Like you can see this right here. That's the little bubble. So it looks like it's actually getting back right here as well. That's a little air pocket. And now I see it at the bottom, which is a good sign. Just needed some time to rest. That's some air bubbles. That tells me that my discard is still active 100%. It just needed time to just chill out. I'm telling you, my discard is bougie. They just be doing their own thing. So once I make a dent, because I did, it was at the top when we started. And right now we're here. Yeah, we're about here. With discard, I'm going to try to make, once it has air pockets, it's alive. I mean, it's technically not alive, but it's active, I should say. When it has air bubbles, it's active. That's the right terminology. When there's no air bubbles, it's not active at all. And yesterday, it wasn't. So I was worried. But it just needed some time to just build up because, to be honest, my discards, even though they've been in the fridge for months, they pop up. That's why I keep, especially the big one, that's why I keep it in a bowl in the fridge. Because if I'm not careful, it comes right up to the lid, which is why I put the parchment paper on it just to protect it. Okay, I smell this thing, this bad boy in the oven. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. Yo, this thing blended in with the parchment paper. I should have used white parchment. It blended right in. I'm gonna show you in a bit, but I just rotated because I need my oven has a hot spot. Okay. It smells really good though, but it blended in. That's concerning. Like when I take it out, you'll see there's no difference between it and the parchment. So 5 minutes passed already, and technically we need about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm concerned. Also, if you're new here, let me tell you, I have so much dough hanging around. You see this bad boy right here? You know what this is? This is a sweet potato sourdough dough. I made this on live a few days ago. As you can see, look at this sweet potato right here. I made this on live a few days ago. And one, the bread was just not successful. Okay. It was dense. It was hard. It was like, I'm pretty sure I can knock someone out with it. So I have to revisit that. So I just stuck this in the fridge. And what'd you say? Oh, girl, boy, sir. I stuck this dough in the fridge. I'm smelling this again. So that means I'm kind of excited. I'm excited. So back to my story. I stuck this in the fridge, and when you put things in the fridge, it still ferments, but it slows down the fermentation process. So I know it is slowed, but it feels like it's more manageable. So I'm going to turn this into a cinnamon roll. I'm going to cross my fingers because I really believe in it. Like, honestly, I try to turn every single dough, no matter what, into a cinnamon roll. Because I feel like cinnamon rolls are so underrated. Like, people they don't understand how good they are. Okay. So I try to take whatever I can. So that way, if I give you a recipe for, let's say, garlic rolls, like dinner rolls, you can turn that into a cinnamon roll. You don't have to make a brand new batch. You could cut the recipe in half dinner rolls, half cinnamon rolls. That's how I work. Okay. So when you see me out here just scattered brain, this is how my brain works. So whenever I do anything, I try to get multi-use out of it. You didn't have to burn. Ugh. But yeah, I try to get multi uses out of anything that I make because I'm not lazy. I will not call myself a lazy baker. I try to be efficient and I try to make the most of what I have because one, who wants to bake 2 or 3 different doughs in the summertime? Not me. So I definitely try my best to maximize what I have. This is what I've been bringing into my life and trying to practice. So I'm bringing it over to my baking. Now, quick question. Who's leading the polls? Because I can't see them, so I don't know what we're making tomorrow. I need to have an idea because I put down dumplings, I put down Pop-Tarts and turnover and hot dog buns. And in all of that, hot dog buns seem so basic, But I'm very excited. Okay. I don't know if this is the golden brown you're supposed to be turning. Listen, I never made this before. Wait, hot dog buns is winning out of all those fascinating things? Okay, so right now, this is what we have. As you can see, it kind of blended in with the parchment paper. But you can see the little pockets of brown. What color is cornflake? It's more golden hue, right? I need to figure out what they put in there. But I don't know. I'm touching it. It needs more time. So I'm going to turn the heat down. Because obviously, as you can see, right here, this is the thin layer. This is super thin. So you're obviously going to get that, right? But just so that you can see. Got a nice crunch too. It tastes good. And I'm not just saying it's because it's mine. But I need it to dry out a little, so I'm going to turn the oven down just a tad. I'm going to open it just so that the heat can go out. The reason why I'm saying that is because the outsides are really crispy and crunchy. And I think the insides just need a little more time. And then once it's fully cooled, you should get a... I'm not mad. I'm not mad. My only concern, but it's not a real concern because, ooh, that is tangy. Woo! Oh my goodness, that's real tangy. My sourdough is at a point where it's just out here tanging up the place. But what I was going to say about my concern was going to be the sogginess. But I do remember that when you add milk to cereal, at some point it gets soggy. So in that regard, I'm not mad. I think we're good. I don't think 20 minutes is too long. This was done in like 15. Yeah, buddy. Now, I can tell you there are going to be some sections where it doesn't seem as though it's going to be crispy because it's not thin enough. Like, it needed to be like lace thin, like almost see-through, like paper thin. But am I going to eat this? I sure am. And don't laugh at me. I can't drink out of my straw because my straw is stuck to the ice. But I'm excited. So it's about 8 minutes. I turned the oven down to about 200. And I know once it starts cooling, it's going to dry. Because you know when you make things, anything hot is still wet. Regardless of what it is, it's still moist. There's still moisture in there. So once it's cooling down, it'll dry. And it should be crispy. It's sour flakes. That's what it's going to be called. Sweet and sour flakes. Because speaking of, I have to get my powdered sugar. Because we're going to be dusting this with powdered sugar. I feel like once it's completely cooled, I have my fan here, so I'm going to have the fan blowing on it. We're going to, and then we're going to see how well it works. I even have my milk ready, okay? This is my breakfast. Because if this actually works out, which it looks like it is, I am going to make a big batch and keep it. This, ooh, baby, I need y'all to understand, right? The smell is beautiful. It is beautiful. Like, it's a nice mixture of tanginess and sweet, but it's not a lot of sugar in there. And I know the sugar is helping with the browning. Oh, it smells so good. It really smells good. So I'm gonna check it out. See, like here is dried, but the middle might be thick. Ooh, look at that lace design at the bottom. Yeah, the middle, it's still wet. How do I know it's still wet? Because I hope you can see the color difference. I'm not crazy, but I know it's still wet. So from here to here is a lot lighter and bright, like bright cream. And right here is still dark. So it's still wet and it feels different. This is dry to the touch. This one feels like it's still moist, where it's not going to be as crunchy and flaky. So yeah, I'm learning this while I'm with y'all. And that could have been because of the unevenness of the parchment paper. So if you have like a silicone mat, that would probably be the best thing because it doesn't move. It just sits right where you put it and just spread, right? Mine is small. It will not fit in that. And I wanted the big one because I wanted to spread it as thinly as I possibly could. And I'm excited. Okay. If we're making hot dog buns tomorrow, I have my lentil tofu dogs that I'm gonna make to eat with it. So that means I also have to make my ketchup. Okay. These are all the things that I'm doing. And this sourdough series is just pushing me to my limit. Okay. Like, fine. Cookies, brownies, all of that. Pretty simple. All this extra stuff, girl, I'm too extra. Because I also want to make granola with my sourdough, you know? And then I'm like, girl, you're probably gonna put on weight. But I was like, yeah, but if I even if I buy it from the store, I'm still gonna put on weight. So I might as well be happy with what I'm making, right? So I was thinking about doing granola with some oatmeal, not oatmeal, but oats and some dried fruit and nut and all that stuff. And that would be a breakfast cereal too. Like, I was even trying to see if I can make like Cheerio style cereal, even cinnamon toast crunch style cereal, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Because then I'll just have them in the glass containers because I find that when I put anything like I did my cracker sourdough and I left it in a glass container. It was fresh for like weeks. Like you still got the crunch. It was just really tasty still. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to experiment and figure out what. And then if none of the things, we have 2 more days. So if you guys don't pick like Pop Tarts or turnovers or anything like that, I'm gonna make them, but I'm gonna make a savory version because I do have a sweet tooth, but I'm trying to limit my sweet intake. So it's just going to be savory. It's going to be with my lentil tofu or like broccoli and cheese or whatever. Maybe put meat in there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm excited. I'm so happy this worked because the day I had yesterday and the day before, no. I'm sitting here like I can't make banana bread. Just ridiculous. Ooh, I don't know. I can't wait to eat this. I think some of my sections are still too thick. Now, I know this looks thin, right? Oh, it broke. Can you see that? So I know, no, you can't even see that. See how it looks thin? It's really not thin. There's a crunch. So I need to go thinner, but it's good. I need to go thinner because it needs to be thin. Okay. I think we're good. There was only 1 more minute there, but I think we're good. And I think the issue that I'm having right here in the center, it's not paper thin. Or it could be, and it's doughy. But I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry. Like air dry, cool down. And then we're gonna test it. We're gonna see if we can break it up. I'm excited. Yeah, the edges are good. As you can see. Like right here, you could just break it. It's so good though. I'm talking about I'm gonna make this a cereal. I'm gonna eat this as is. I'm gonna eat this. I love a good crunchy anything. I'm telling you, a good crunch anything. I'm gonna just put my fan on like a little high speed so we can get this cooled. That's also my cheat sheet. Will it work? I don't know. It's really good. Like that tang. It's so tangy. Oh, it's so tangy. Guys, don't be like me. Let this cool. Can you tell I'm hungry? But honestly, first of all, this looks like somebody's continent. Tell me it doesn't. Like now it looks like Africa. Like right here. Doesn't it? I swear. But it's thin. It's nice. Okay. And then once it's completely dried, like all around, we're gonna break it into shards, small shards. See, I'm concerned because, like, do you see this? That's not crispy, but everything on the outside is. That's what I'm worried about, especially in the middle. So I need to figure out what's the cause of it because it's not crispy, that section. It's just like rolled dough. Maybe it needs more time, but we'll see. Maybe it just needs to be cooled. Like it's almost cooled. And I think once it's cooled, we should be able to lift it, but it's breaking, which is fine. Yeah, it's almost cooled. Like this is a nice one. And I don't mind the brown because I'm eating it. I don't mind that. But it's a good crunch. But I just suspect the middle is not going to give me that. And again, it really could be that it just needed extra time to dry out. But it's cooked. It's just if I leave it any longer, it'll be brown like this. And this isn't the cereal that I want to eat. It's not. I want to eat almost toasty. But we'll see. What did you say? Break off the ends and put the middle pat. Yeah. I don't know. I really think it's not. Maybe I could do this though. Now that it's cool, it is cooled. You're right. I'm gonna try what you're saying. And the fact that it cooled down, I'm gonna add the parts that aren't breaking like this. Do you hear that crunch? Oh my goodness. I'm about to do a happy dance. So anything that's not breaking with a crunch will go back in the oven. Do y'all hear the crunch? Excited. See, this is what I mean. It's flaky. Do you see the two layers here? It's flaky. I think that could be causing the come back, focus. That could be causing it to feel like it's not, yeah, crunchy. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. This is about to be my cereal. And what did they say about sourdough? It's gut healthy. Okay. So I'm just gonna, yep. Anything, see, like right here, like this little pocket. Oh, sorry, this little pocket right here. It's not breakable. So it's gonna go back in the oven to see if that helps. But I'm just trying to get anything that's breakable out because the color will change on me. Yeah, breakable, crunchable, snackable. It's so good. And it's cool. So I'm just trying to, my hope was to have everything pulled up, but as you can see right here, it's like it's stuck on the paper, and that's okay. We're going to make it work. Anything that doesn't lift up and snap, because this still ain't snapping at all. This was a fun little experiment. Because if I'm not mistaken, I was supposed to actually add the ice and sugar while it's still warm. See, I'm not thinking because then the sugar will soak into it. But I'm more focused on getting the actual crunch from the product first. Yeah, maybe that needs to be dried out. So I'm going to turn it over. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. See, it's not breaking. It needs more time. So I'm going to just rotate this just so that the on this side can probably get dried out. See? Not breaking at all. Maybe this section is part of it, but most of it isn't. And it really could be that it's just so thick, right? Like it wasn't like a straight thin layer. Like as you can see, like here is crispy and crunchy, but here nothing. So this is a real fun experiment. So we're gonna put this back in the oven, upside down. To get some more heat and dryness. It may or may not burn. I cannot guarantee anything at this point. I cannot. But we're going to make it work. The oven is still warm, but I'm going to turn it back on. We're going to make it work. This is all a part of baking and experimenting. Same thing with cupcakes. If you make a cupcake and all the ones on the outside are cooked, but the ones in the middle aren't, you kind of got to take them out so that everything doesn't burn. So I'm going to see what 5 minutes, well, I'm going to put 10. See what 10 minutes does to it. It's at 325. Do you hear that? This is my cornflake, okay? So I don't know how we gonna break these cornflakes. Just break them into shards, small shards, big shards. I don't want them too small because at least I want to see my cereal. right? But good enough shards. And the good thing about this, it has a sweet taste to it already. So they're not quite frosted flakes because, in theory, the icing sugar, if you want it to have a little more sweetness, as soon as it comes out of the oven, dust it with icing sugar so that it can soak up. And you can possibly even put it back into the oven just a little. It'll still be a little wet, but it'll dry out and the sugar will kind of crystallize on it. That's the theory behind frosted flakes. Because it will crystallize and then you'll get that look of sugar on it. This is some good cereal. I'm gonna still toss it in some sugar, icing sugar, because that's just me. I do what I want. It's not necessarily a good thing, but I still do what I want. I think this needs more time. That also needs more time. See? Like, look at it. It didn't even crack. But I like this. I mean, even if you don't want to use your hands, you can put it in like a, what you call it? What's the bag called? A Ziploc bag. Crunch it up. Done. Honestly, you can even make shake and bake out of this. I'm telling you. You can coat your thing. This is breadcrumbs. This could be breadcrumbs. I promise you. I promise you. See? One recipe, multiple uses. That's what I like. Because I'm pretty sure if you grind it up, think of when some people do fried chicken and then they coat it and then dip it with some crushed cornflakes. Boom. Problem solved. Make your own. I mean, it's easier to buy, but right now I'm in the spirit of making things. This needs more time. Yeah, this one's not as thin as it should be. So it's more pliable. But we're gonna test this out. But do you hear this? Does not sound like a bowl of dried cornflakes. It does. Too bad I don't have any bananas because I like eating my cereal with some banana. Honestly, this is what's up. This is good. I feel redeemed. Why? Because this is a basic, simple recipe. Very simple. Now, it's not going to look like your store-bought cornflakes, honestly. All right, bye. Thanks so much for joining. It's not going to look like your regular flakes, but you get the idea. It's yours. It's yours. But it's tasting, it's tasting good. I'm going to add just a little bit of icing sugar, and I'm going to shake it up. But it's tasting really good. This is about half tablespoon. That's not really. Am I going to spoil it? I don't know. Again, this is all an experiment. This is really all an experiment. Probably add like cinnamon. Yeah, it got coated a little bit. Or, come on. See, it got coated a little bit. Oh, it's even better. What? Of course you're gonna burn. Now I know it's dry. It's still not pliable. So we know that it wasn't rolled thin enough, right? So that would be the reason why it's not breaking like these guys did, right? I mean, to be fair, I kind of like this color for some cornflakes. It has character, right? The ends are, yeah, that looks like cornflake color. Look at that. Doesn't that look like cornflake color? It sure does. But you know me, I'm a mix. I'm okay. But I just didn't want it to burn, which some of it did. But that color looks like a really, really intense color, a nice color for actual cornflakes. Because once you put it in the milk, you see the color difference. I think it works. I do. I really, honestly, 100% think it works. I think both colors are fine. You have this, but as you can see, look at it up against the first set, right? So I think both colors are fine. But if I'm going to be 100% honest, I'm here with this one right here. Now this is breaking. This is fine. Some of it isn't. Like, you see how brown this is? It's still not breaking. It's like, it's bending. So this is a good lesson. I'm just crunching it up here. That's fine. The outer ends were good, but it's flaky. So as you can see, I think sourdough, because it's active, this discard, it creates the flake, which I love in like pastries and stuff like that. But as you can see, so I'm going to show you. So right now you're seeing, this is the back of it. And this is the inside. There was a layer on top because as you can see right here, so it's flaky. So there were air bubbles in the middle. That could be why. It's not a bad thing. I'm just, thinking about what could have caused this one especially to not actually break yet. But now we're good because it's cooling down. Some of them just a little too dark, but it's okay. It adds character. It adds character to our cereal. So it's cooling down now, right? I mean, ideally, I feel like this is the cornflake color. But because, we do things our own way, it's whatever color you want it to be because it's not burnt, right? Burnt would be black. But it's dry now, so we're good. So I am going to scoop them up and add them to the first batch. Because why not? The first batch is light skin. And this one is brown skin. And we're going to love them all the same. We're going to love them all the same. Okay? It's going to be a multicolored cereal. It's good. But with the added sugar here, look at the difference. Oh my word. It's okay. I'm eating this. You don't have to worry about this. If you don't eat this, if you wouldn't eat this, that's fine. But I'm eating this. But you can see the difference. You can tell. You can see the difference. But both have the same crunch. Yeah. So now I know. If I want them all to be the same color, they all stay in at the same time. Some might burn. Some might burn. We're not going for burnt. We're going for golden brown. And again, if you don't want to use this as a cereal, I'm telling you, you can use this as something that you coat to fry your shrimp, fry your fish, fry your chicken. Just crunch it up like you would. I forgot the name of the brand that the shake and bake. This could be a shake and bake, right? But I did this for cereal purposes. So I'm going to add a little more sugar, toss it up. Where's my, I don't even know where it went. Not a lot. And we're going to toss it up together. I'm going to get rid of this because these guys were on the burnt side. It should be good. And I think the true test is with the milk. I'm a little worried. I will not lie to you. I'm a little worried. Okay, so coated. Looks good. Taste. Oh! I just got a hint of something that tasted just like cornflakes. Okay. Now, I forgot to say, if you have milk powder, I don't know many people that have milk powder hanging around, but you can possibly add milk powder to it in the mixing stage, which will also give you a nice, like, creamy, cornflakey flavor. I think this is awesome. I'm just trying to get the sugar pockets. I'm going to get my milk ready. Because this is the test. This is the real test. Let me just tidy right here. That's the real test. The milk is the real test. To see if I would actually eat this as a cereal going forward, or I'll use it as like breadcrumbs, or not breadcrumbs, but something to fry or coat something. But knowing me, I would eat this as a cereal. I'm gonna see if I can make like a Cheerio style cereal. I know I can do cinnamon toast crunch, because then that would be easier. Like roll it out and douse it with like a cinnamon sugar. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna get the milk out, because that's gonna be the real test, honestly. It's gonna be a true test. True test. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm excited because anything that works out, anything that I think of in my brain that comes to fruition, I'm excited about it. Now, am I the first person to do this? Probably not, but I want to. Okay, still a crunch. Okay. All right. Let's still get the crunch. Okay, let me get the milk. Where's the milk? Milk is cold. We're gonna warm. I like warm milk. I know some people eat cereal cold milk. I only do that when I don't feel like doing anything else. But I really feel like the true test for me is warm milk, because cold milk ain't gonna do nothing but stay there, and then eventually it'll get soggy, right? Yes, I'm using a knife. I'm from the Caribbean. This is what we do. Okay. And I typically dilute canned milk for my cereals because it's too thick for me to eat as is. well, drink as is in my cereals. So, but this is really gonna be the true test. Let me get my little bowl out. I'm so excited. I don't think y'all understand. A lot of stuff on my face. Okay, no. Because every time I record stuff and I look back, I'm like, oh girl, your mouth, your face, your head, right? Yeah. Let me get my spoon out. And I'm giving you the white bowl so you can see you can see everything. I'm trying to get y'all up in my universe. Am I the only one that is very particular on the type of spoon that they eat with their cereal? Listen, I'm so weird. Okay. I just want this to be warmed, and it is. Okay. Okay. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Just shake it. Shake it. Woo! Moment of truth. It tastes like cornflakes to me. Okay. Is this the whole bowl? Okay. Because I'm going to eat some as is. Okay. 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 Can you see? Get up all in it. Okay. Please still have the crunch. I don't know. Maybe I need some sugar. I need a little bit of sugar. Okay. Okay. You know. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. It works. Now, I think I'm just adding a little sugar because it's not sweet enough for me. I honestly really 150% believe if you make it, right? And you let it like air dry. Like after it's baked. It's good. It's tangy. After it's baked, you let it air dry. I would honestly let it air dry for like a couple of hours to maintain the crispiness. It'll be perfect. Because it's good now. And it has potential. It doesn't need sugar. No, it's good. It does the sogginess that you get with regular cereal, but a lot faster because this was just made. But that's what I would do. It really is. I'd make it again and just let it sit, let it dry. I think that's it. This is what we're starting with. Right? But I also think the size of the flakes matter, right? I don't know. My milk is doing something, but I'm still eat it. I'm good. I still got some crunch. And I'm eating it because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right idea of what this will do. Because obviously it's going to soak up the liquid, right? And it is sourdough. So you're going to get a tangy mouthfeel. Oh, what's going on with my milk? As you can see. This is what it looks like. So now it's completely like you still have some of the flakes, but remember I use warm water. So I think if you use cold, not water, but milk. If you use cold milk, it'll probably stay crunchy a lot faster, a lot longer. That could be it. There is oil in the recipe, so it could be that. But yes, okay, I'm hungry. I think this was a success because I got to figure out what worked, what didn't work. Right? I can eat it dry like that. It's crispy and crunchy, which is a good thing. You eat it with milk. That's also a good thing. If you like your cereal cold, it would be best. But it's good. I'll be fine. So that is it. I just drink some water 1 second. Ooh, it's good. But it's sticking all over. That's why I need my water. But it's good. For my first try, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. It has room for improvement, which is what I love. So for my first try of making sourdough like cornflakes, I think it went well. I'm not mad. But that is it for this video. We are back here tomorrow at 10:30. I don't know who's in the lead. It could be hot dog buns. It could be Pop-Tarts. It could be turnovers. I don't know. But we're going to be back here tomorrow morning. So you can join me and see all the chaos that happens in this kitchen when it comes to sourdough. Okay? Thank you so much for joining. If you are new, I have 2 more days of sourdough baking to do. I have tons of sourdough videos on my channel. You can check it out. If you have a request that you want to see me make something, let me know in the comments. I will try my best to do so. Okay? That is it. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.